Hey guys, Matt Kane here. This week I will be reviewing the University of South Carolina first semester. So, I don't know if any of you know this or not, but I'm from Lewis, Delaware. South Carolina is pretty far from Delaware. It's about a 9-hour drive from my house to the university. So, I went pretty far from home, but a lot of people here are from far from home, which is nice. Originally, I was not going to go to Carolina. My plans were to go to the United States Merchant Marine Academy in Kings Point, New York. It's on Long Island. It's about an hour outside of New York City. And I was going here because I was interested in the maritime industry, and it's a federal service academy that would suit my needs. However, my senior year of lacrosse, I tore my ACL, and my appointment to this academy was revoked for medical reasons. So I had to figure out something to do for a year, and I said, why not go to Carolina? Everybody there loves it. It's a good school, and they have great football. Be a fun year. But transitioning from high school to college is hard. Sad leaving home. I'm not going to lie to you. I was one of those kids that was ready to go to college. I was excited, and, I wasn't really sad about leaving at first. But when time came, sure enough, I was pretty upset, and I miss everybody from home. I miss my family. I miss my friends. It's difficult. However, when I got here, I met my roommate. We got along great, and I was excited for the semester. I knew we would have a lot of fun together, and we'd have a good time. So far, my best memories have been meeting new people and going to football games. It's different. Never again in your life will you be in a situation where you're with 5,000 strangers and it's not weird for you to walk up to anybody and say, "Hi, I'm Matt Kane. I'm from Lewis, Delaware. Tell me something about yourself." It's a great way to meet people. I find it a lot of fun. I love meeting new people, making new friends. So I enjoyed that aspect of starting college. And then, first semester, you have 7 home football games that are all a ton of fun. There's nothing like SEC football. Pro football does not compare to it. It's the best football played anywhere. Even if you don't go to an SEC school, I suggest you attend a game just to experience it. One time I met people from Boston that go to one SEC game every year, and this year they chose Carolina. So there are difficulties though, adjusting and transitioning. It's hard. You don't have mommy there to look out for you. You got to do all your own stuff, and it was hard for me. I was never organized before, so I had to come up with some new academic strategies to become organized. Everybody says there's different ways to do it. There's planners, there's agendas, there's calendars. The way that I found worked best for me was to set reminders on my phone, no matter what it was. Whether it was I had a paper due tomorrow, I would set a reminder. I'd say, "Hey Siri, remind me tonight at 8 that I have to start my math assignment, or that I have to start my English paper." Or if it's a doctor's appointment or a meeting, you just tell Siri to remind you about that, and it's done. Other ways to kind of stay on top of your life at college, there's these things called SI sessions. They're peer-led. It's another student teaching you, but they're student leaders. And there's one in most big classes, and they're the ones that hold the SI sessions for studying. It's nice to have another student that understands what it's like to be a student teach you, because they might understand why you have a certain problem when your professor doesn't understand why you have that problem. There's other resources on campus. A great one is the health center. When you're sick, you can go there and they'll help you. You're here with 20,000 kids. There's going to be people that are sick, and there's going to be people that are passing on sickness. If you get sick, I suggest you go get help. You're going to get better faster, and you're going to feel better. Quickly, I want to review some of my classes with you guys. First, I took University 101. It is exactly what the textbook says on the front. It's a class that transitions you from high school to college. It's a smaller class like a high school class. However, it teaches you stuff about the university and about college in general. This is how I figured out about SI sessions. But it's very popular here at Carolina. About 70% of freshmen take it, and Carolina was actually the first school to come up with this type of course. It helps tremendously. You learn new things that you wouldn't have learned without taking it, and it's great help if you have trouble transitioning from high high school to college, or if you think you will. Nextly, we have English 101. Every freshman is required to take this, so I can't really tell you to take it or not to take it, but it's a great class. You might get excused because of an AP credit. It's basic literary comparison, analysis, writing papers about that, short stories, all that good nonsense that you did in high school. Usually taught in a smaller class, which is nice. Calc for business. This was probably my hardest class. However, I did enjoy it. I learned a lot. It's easier than engineering calc, no trig, but they apply it specifically towards business with cost, revenue, profit, functions. So being a business major really helps. And lastly, we have Chem 105. Definitely take this class at some point being in Carolina. It'll be an easy way for you to get rid of your lab science that you have to take. It's an easy A. However, the teacher is great, and I learned so much. Labs and homework count, so go to those, do those, and you'll get a good grade. My favorite part about being at Carolina so far has been the school spirit. It's the main reason why I chose Carolina over Delaware. Growing up in Delaware, I went to Delaware football games and saw that nobody really went to them that went to the school. About 500 kids total would go to these football games. It was kind of pathetic, and I wanted something much more school spirit than that. So what I learned so far is you got to get more organized. That was me. I had to become more independent. But I matured over the semester a lot. Definitely helped me, and will definitely help me in the future, whether I go to Merchant Marine or not. And it was a good transition semester for me. I really got in what I needed to do, got my credits, did what Merchant Marine wanted me to do, and I learned what works for me. Don't stress, stay calm. If you need help, ask. There's plenty of people here for you. If you had to ask me, should I go to Carolina, I would tell you yes, by far, no doubts. Well, I hope this review helps you guys. If you would like, subscribe to my channel. Reviews every week. But other than that, have a good week, and I'll see you next Tuesday.